Yo, Cleveland, and everyone from everywhere else. Welcome to your 10-minute TA. Let's dive right in. So, from yesterday, we see some difference here on the 90-minute chart, but not so much changing here on the daily or the 6-hour as in terms of price action. However, the Stokes do have moved quite a bit here on the daily, going even further down. And here on the 6-hour chart, the stochastics have gone up a bit and are now seeming to be slowing down, possibly curving, while the RSI here is finding a little bit of resistance at the 50, which would be, like the barrier right between bearish territory and bullish territory. So let's see what happens. Let's take a quick look here over at the 90-minute chart where the action has been. We'll even break it bigger. We'll make it bigger. Yeah, we'll make it bigger. All right, so what are we seeing? Well, this bear flag that we were looking at, it's got to be adjusted a little bit because it's no longer in those positions. It's more looking like this. Now, what's we can do with this is to see, hey, has it gone back? You know how like we do a fib retracement from the bottom to the top? Well, we could do one from the top to the bottom and see if, hey, look at that, it's gotten to the 786 and is ready to turn back around and head down, completing that bear flag, or, continuing that bear flag. We'll see that the bottom trend line pretty much been broken within the last couple hours, and we also see that the now measured move, we'll put it from there, from the breakout, that would bring it down to around 95 and a half. Now, we do have to watch for volatility today as the Fed chairman, Mr. Powell, will be speaking. And whenever that happens, the markets usually tend to be volatile. So we'll see some action upwards, action downwards. He speaks, I believe, at 2, or the Fed meetings come out at 2, and then he speaks at 2:30. And usually, that's when like volatility gets really, really high. You'll have noticed in the past, if you have watched the Fed's announcements and watched the markets during those announcements. Now, with this bear flag playing out to the downside, 95.5, where would that leave us? Well, that would probably, put in a higher high, or I'm sorry, a higher low still on these. Not probably, apologies. That would put in a higher low still on these higher time frames and would, retain the bull flags that we are in. So I'm not really worried until we start seeing price action get lower than these lower bounds of 6-hour bull flag. Then we could start talking about getting down to, that 94 level again. And if we do get down to that 94 level again, well, then we'd be bouncing off the lower trend line of this bull flag on the daily chart. If we found a bounce there. And if we got lower than that, that's when we got to start being overly bearish on the general outlook of the market. But for now, we're remaining bullish, generally speaking. However, in the short term, bearish down to about 95 and a half. Right there. So yeah, short term I'm bearish, down to 95 and a half, unless price action can get back up over that 200 moving average, that purple line there. You'll see that it's hovering, you can see it right there. It's hovering at around 103.543, and it did pop up to that level a little bit over, got a little bit over, and then pop back down. Now, what else is telling me some little bearishness is if you look here on the 22-minute chart, you'll see that there is what I would call, we're going to move this out of the way, what I call, and what is called, not just I call it, but that's what it's called, is a diamond pattern. See, the diamond came in, diamond comes out. I kind of fell out of the pattern already. Maybe not. We'll see. We can come back up, and then if it doesn't get back up over 103, then we could say this diamond pattern is going to play out. Diamond patterns are a reversal pattern. Reversal pattern, as in whichever way it came in is the way that it's going to come out. And well, it looks like it came in to the upside, so it should come out to the downside. Downside to where? Well, you know, we have our target from the bear flag, but we could anything at 99.6, at that 99.6 support and over would still be a higher low here on the 90-minute chart, and still suggest further upside because, hey, we are seeing higher highs as well. So we're watching for that 99.6 to hold if we do see the downside. If we just see upside from here, great. Get me over that 103 for me to say, forget about this diamond pattern, and get us over 104 for me to say, forget about this bearish bear flag, this bearish pattern there, that bear flag pattern. I'm just move that back. I'm gonna delete the diamond. You saw it. You saw it. You know where it is. You saw it. And I'll go back to the 90-minute chart. There you are. So yeah, we're looking at, you know, a trip back down to 95.8, 95.5. I say 95.5 because that's where the breakout is. 95 even maybe. But yeah, over 94, we're still golden for another higher high. All right. The Stokes here on the 90-minute chart are also suggesting downwards momentum. As you can see, they are way under their signal line and in bearish territory and driving down with no real curling seen to them. However, we are seeing a little curl here on the RSI on the 90-minute chart at the 50 line, just there, you know, trying to stay in bullish territory. If we can see the Stokes come down, start to curl in overbought territory, oversold territory, I mean, and curling back up, then hey, we could say this might catch, the RSI might catch here on the 50, and we might see this being the low, the next higher low that we are looking for. Otherwise, we're looking for that next higher low at 99.6. And for highs, hey man, I just want to see it break over 104. If you can flip that back to support on these higher time frames, especially on the daily, that would be great. A great sign that, hey, coming back up. Let's keep going. Let's keep jiggling. Let's keep doing it. Commence to jigglings. All right. So watch out for volatility. Fed day today. Thank you so much for watching. Music provided by Veloa, Luminist, and Sasquatch. You guys are awesome. Keep being awesome. Never invest more money than you're willing to lose. Much love. See you later.